There is simply nothing more comfortable than road tripping in an S-Class sedan. Aside from the immediate driving comfort you feel in the new S-Class, there's groundbreaking innovations hidden inside the car. Check this out. Now, we are driving in the long version of the new flagship. And while that comes with extra space for comfort, you would expect it to come with a disadvantage in terms of handling. Thanks to rear axle steering, however, it feels almost like a compact car, giving you a turning circle up to 2 meters smaller than before. Woo! I could do this forever! Just kidding. In real life, this opposite steering angle comes in handy when parking. When we reach 60 kilometers per hour, the rear wheels steer into the same direction as the front wheels, increasing your driving stability and handling safety. The S-Class is available with a new range of powerful and efficient petrol and diesel engines, including a plug-in hybrid option. Talking about bringing the engine power to the road, every S-Class has the 9G-tronic transmission as standard. It produces the typical smooth and superior driving feeling that this car is known for. Let me just enjoy this, because you don't get to do this every day, right? Okay, I didn't just shut my mouth for a while because I'm lazy. I wanted you to notice the quietness in the interior. It is almost silent inside. Maybe you're gonna ask, what did they do to the car that others don't? Well, the secret is a bit more advanced than my hardware store DIY knowledge, but basically they fill the raw chassis with special acoustic foams that kill most of the noise and vibrations. If you want to use that on your noisy neighbors, please don't quote me or the guys from Mercedes, okay?
Hi everyone and welcome at the IAA Mobility in Munich in 2021. My name is Jessica and I have the honor to do an exclusive walk around today with you and with this fascinating concept EQG. With this, we are reinventing an off-road icon, and I have two experts today who are ready to go to tell us more about this fascinating G-Class. First of them is Emmerich Schiller, who is the head of our off-road vehicle division and the CEO of our Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Hi, Emmerich.
Hi, Jessica. Hi, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the presentation of the all-new EQG concept.
Emmerich, question of all questions is, of course, will the electrically powered G-Class be a real G-Class?
Quick answer, yes, it will.
Okay.
We will stick to our DNA, and I think you have part of the answer right in front of you. Even the formal relationship between, let me say, the conventional G and the concept EQG is very obvious. And what you see here is not just a show car. This car, it was our first prototype.
Okay.
And honestly, it's ready to drive.
Really?
Yes, but before we go more in detail, I would like to hand over to Achim, and he will explain the design of the car more in detail.
Hi, Achim. Good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Achim, as an exterior designer, you know all about the EQG and you know all about the iconic design elements that make a G a real G for over 40 years now. So what about its look in an all-electric future?
Well, first of all, the significant appearance of the G-Class and the independent character made the G-Class, as we say, stronger than time. In the end, if we talk about character, you know, it does need decades to build up a strong character. But we've definitely managed to basically give it an extra facet towards the future, the next decades of the G-Class.
Okay, I'm curious to know more about that. When we talk about character, what I immediately recognized are these round headlights. We know this iconic and familiar design element from the G-Class. What else do we have here?
See, that's the thing. You always look at the eyes first, you know?
Yeah.
And if you see the round eyes and you see the square
Yeah.
facet around it,
Yeah.
I think it's interesting to see that we basically managed this detail. Have you heard about the word squircles?
Never.
Okay, see, let me show you.
Okay.
You know, we do have this round lamps
Yeah.
with a square,
Yeah.
and we just combined it to, you know, the word squircle, and we
Okay.
used this word squircle, and we did do some squircles here, you know?
Okay, we
All
got
these
it
little
here.
things are squircles,
Okay, now I got it. Yeah, I see.
and this is something which is really new.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing is, since we do have a strong character on the G-Wagon today, a G stays a G, you know?
Sure.
But the next thing is we want to be sustainable. We want to bring some of the EQ elements to
Yeah,
the car.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And one of the very important EQ elements is the black panel.
Okay, yeah, we know that from the other EQ models.
So this shows sustainability. And the next thing is with the black panel, we have a very strong and very unique expression in the front. So one thing, we've managed to reduce chrome. There's no chrome on the front.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
now as you say it, okay, I see.
And we replaced it through light. So we basically show electricity through
Light.
Through light, correct.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Achim, we got the front. Now let's talk about the side of the EQG. You want to show me?
Can't wait, Jessica.
Perfect. So what I immediately recognized, because it's pretty obvious, is this pretty two-tone paint.
That's true, you hit it. You know, the everlasting, bold, big G, it's a monument. You can see it from the side. If you want to get an extra facet on the car, you know, a little bit special,
Yeah.
you want to underline the progressive luxury on the car, we thought we'll do it with a two-tone.
Okay, that definitely worked. And what I also recognized is this slim light band. We know that from other EQ models, right?
That's what we had in the front already. On the side, the light band, which changes light from white to blue.
Okay.
You know, this indicates electric power.
Yeah.
It's a G, yet electric.
Yeah, okay,
And
great.
coming back to the lamp, to the light, you see the circle
Yeah,
within a square?
yeah,
You
yeah,
remember?
again.
Jessica, let's talk about wheels.
Okay, let's do this.
If you see this wheel, we've just designed our own tire for the show car.
Really, you did? Okay.
It's a special profile to the tire. And of course, the most important on the car are wheels. You know, look at this deep dish, you know, it looks so nice. This makes the car.
Okay.
You know, wheels really make a difference on the car. So we've really spent a lot of time to do this mechanical look to it. It's all aluminum,
Yeah.
brushed aluminum. I love them. They fit the car so well.
Yeah, and they are huge, to be honest. How big are they?
22 inch, that's the maximum you can have on the car.
Okay, I see. Perfect, Achim. We got the front, we got the side. We want to talk about the back now.
I think good idea.
Okay, let's do this. So there's one thing I'm really excited about because there's one thing that is pretty iconic for the G-Class, the spare wheel cover. So what happened to that?
You're so right. It's a G, yet electric.
Yeah.
So we thought we'll give it a locked box where you can store your cable or whatever you want.
Okay.
And of course it's lit,
Yeah, again.
like in the side, like in the front. So we do want to make sure that this car is electric.
So when we talk about light, there's another thing I recognized. It's this red light up here. What about that?
Well, the red light is part of the roof rack. And that's an element we haven't talked about up to now. Well, you can't really see it from here because it's quite high, but it's important to indicate it with the red light. It shows electric, but if you look from the top, you will see there's a stamped G on top, which is an homage on the big G,
Yeah.
EQG, on the roof.
So if we do have the red light up here, what about the front?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Follow me. So, Jessica, here it is.
Okay.
That's our searchlight.
I see.
Essential for a car like this. But even more important for us in the show car, because this will light up the path to the future of the G-Class.
So thank you very much, Achim, for showing us around and for explaining all the electric but still iconic G-Class details. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about the inner values of our electric G-Class. And for this, I'm heading back to Emmerich, who knows all the technical details, right?
So Jessica, now let's talk about technology.
Definitely.
I think technology is something where the G-Class set the standard for the last 40 years.
It has, but to be honest, what's hard for me to imagine is that the electric G-Class will be capable of the same off-road performance like the conventional G-Class.
But quite frankly, when we started the discussion to electrify the G-Class, I was a little skeptical myself.
Okay.
But the more we discussed it and the more we understood the technology and the more we understood the possibilities of that technology, we decided to go. And from today's perspective, it was absolutely the right decision at the right time.
Okay, so tell me, how did you manage that? How do you guys work?
So we have a really small team, but everybody in this team is a real expert in his field, and everybody is to more than 100% dedicated and committed to that program. And the team is coming up with so many unique ideas to transfer the conventional G-Class into the, I would say, the best electrified off-road vehicle in the future.
Okay.
And I'm really proud to be part of that team. It's really cool.
So can you tell me more about the technical concept?
Well, the technical heart of every electric car is the electric powertrain.
Sure.
But there is something special with this car. It comes with 4 electric motors close to each wheel. And this is nothing off the shelf. It's tailor-made, and it's tailor-made to meet the specific needs of an electrified G-Class, of an electrified off-road vehicle.
Interesting. What does that mean?
Well, this means that the 4 motors can be controlled individually.
Okay.
Which means that the wheel can run on different, or the 4 wheels can run at different speed and can run with different torque.
Okay.
And this is really cool. So, for example, if you have loose ground and have no grip on one wheel, you can really move the torque to the other wheels and overcome the problem. And you can have the same in a conventional car, but therefore normally you have a differential lock.
Okay.
It's the same, but with these torque vectoring, as we call it, you have many more abilities and possibilities. And this is the difference. We use it, and the team is coming up with ideas we would have never thought about when we started the program.
Okay, perfect. So to me, this sounds like the electrification of the G-Class comes with a lot of advantages, true?
Yes, I would even say we open a new chapter of off-road driving.
Okay.
So, for example, the individual control of the wheel speed, as I said before, is an advantage off-road as well as on-road.
Pretty cool. What else can you tell me about the technical concept?
Well, another highlight will be a 2-gear transmission with an off-road reduction, similar to a low range you have in a conventional car, but again with additional possibilities. And another thing which was clear from the beginning, we will not compromise on any, let me say, off-road capability of the G-Class as it is today.
Sure.
So, for example, the climbing angle or the fording depth. This is nothing which is a compromise. But I hope you're not too angry with me if I do not tell any secret today.
Okay.
But there's something I can really say. I was out on the test track yesterday before I came to Munich, and it was so cool. And what I can really say, this car will be a real incredible off-road vehicle in the future.
Okay.
And I am sure, and I think you said it in the beginning, we will really set a new standard in this field.
Okay, I'm pretty excited to see that. Which brings me to the battery. Does the battery have an influence on the off-road capabilities?
Yes, but in a positive way.
Okay.
As we integrate the battery into the ladder frame, we reduce the center of gravity of the car, and therefore we reduce the tipping tendency of the car, which is favorable, which is a good thing.
So we can assure the EQG will still be at home in the wild and on paved roads, of course.
I think you can be sure there's no doubt about it. For me, the EQG is the perfect fusion of Mercedes-Benz heritage, of the outstanding off-road capabilities of the G-Class as it is, and the technological progress EQC stands for. So from my perspective, the EQG is the basis for the success story for the next decade of the G-Class. So for sure. And the team is working very, very hard every day, but it's also hard fun to see the success we make there.
Definitely. Sounds to me like the G-Class Electric brings the best of two worlds together.
Yes, of course. It's the boldness of the G-Class on the one hand, and its progressive luxury and sustainability EQ stands for.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Emmerich, for showing us all the technical details.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you guys for joining and for watching. So if you want to know more about the EQG, you can jump in our website, mercedes-benz.com, or you can check out all our social media channels. Thank you very much for having us today. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
A very warm welcome to the G-Class Experience Center in Graz, the home of the G-Class. Today we would like to show you what links the legendary off-roader, the G-Class Experience Center and the Schuckel.
Mit der G-Klasse bin ich seit 1977 verbunden, kannte jede Schraube, jedes Teil mit dem Vornamen, schätzungsweise 1 Million Kilometer damit gefahren. Und insofern muss ich sagen, es gibt nichts Besseres. Von Beginn an war der Schuckel der Härtetest für die G-Klasse.
Schuckel ist einfach ultimatives Testgelände, ist robust, wiedergeh. Die Strecke ist, sage ich mal, immer gleich herausfordernd. Und damit können wir jedes Produkt einfach an die Grenze entwickeln. Im G-Class Experience Center wollen wir das auch jedermann zugänglich machen, der das haben will und der mal dieses Erlebnis haben will, quasi Schuckel bezwungen zu haben.
Das G-Class Experience Center ist, finde ich, die perfekte Mischung. Man wird da super freundlich empfangen, man hat die Einführung und dann geht es erst richtig los. Ja, schon ein bisschen ein mulmiges Gefühl, wenn man da diese Schrägfahrten fährt, wo man ohne diese Anleitung bei Weitem nicht trauen würde, sowas zu fahren. Und da in diesem sicheren Rahmen fühlt sich das unglaublich gut an. Das ist so viel Adrenalin. Das ist ein Gefühl, das kann man mit Worten nicht beschreiben. Das muss man erlebt haben.
The G-Class find its feet on the Schuckel, and this is where it earned the Schuckel-Proved quality seal. Visit us at the G-Class Experience Center in Graz and become G-Proved.
The safety in the new S-Class is really next level. It comes with revolutionary innovations that are partly derived from the ESF 2019, the brand's experimental safety vehicle. Active and passive safety systems have been integrated more closely along with driving assistance systems that go another step towards a future of autonomous driving. The driving assistance system comes as standard. What that basically means, modern sensors, greater range, more safety. On longer journeys, the active distance assististronic is really essential. It acts as a super smart cruise control because it can automatically maintain a desired distance to the car in front of me. One of the new features, you can now adjust the dynamics of the distronic in the MBUX. Moreover, the system uses map-based data and road sign recognition to automatically adjust the car's speed to the correct speed limit if necessary. Fancy a world record? Here it is. The new S-Class will be the first production car to optionally equip airbags designed to protect rear seat passengers on both sides in a frontal impact. The innovative tubular structure is unique, and as a result it deploys more gently compared to a standard airbag. With this footage, you can get a feeling of how the technology works. Another optional feature package the car comes with is Urban Guard. With this, Mercedes-Benz is the first car brand that offers this all-round monitoring of the parked car. It includes, amongst others, break-in and anti-theft alarm systems. Should your car be touched by another road user when parked, you will receive a message on your MBUX once you enter the car. If you have the Mercedes Me app connected to your car, you can get notified via push message in case any of those incidents occur. But the new S-Class even goes further. You can connect it to your smart home as well. Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
did I forget to turn off my lights at home?
Let me check it out for you. Right now, all lights are on. Do you want me to turn them off?
Yes, please. Thank you. This car is really connected to the life of its driver.
Tight corners, no problem. The EQA 250 has 140 kilowatts of power and 375 Newton meters of torque. With an electric car, torque instantly translates into thrust. Because an electric motor gives you maximum power straight away, there is no need to rev up or wait for the turbo to kick in. EVs do so many things that thrill me. Not only are they locally CO2 emission free, but they also have really great acceleration, especially when you use the boost. I think it's time to try it. Here we come! Even this instrument here has evolved. What used to be a rev counter is now a power meter showing power, demand, and recuperation. The EQA's range of 426 kilometers, by the way, is suitable for all your everyday driving. The EQA has a neat little secret. Its road holding and handling is really sporty. And since we're on this kind of a windy road, I think it's perfect to give it a try. Let's go! Alrighty. Okay, so I'm not a fan of tight corners, but I have to say that this feels relatively easy. I definitely don't feel like I'm being thrown out into the corners. Wow. Look how beautiful it is over here. Wow. This car really does feel extraordinarily agile. There are two reasons for this. One is the low point of gravity due to the battery lying flat in the bottom like a bar of chocolate. And the other is the brilliant engineering by the chassis team at Mercedes. This EQA 250 is powered by an electric motor on the front axle. 4MATIC versions with permanent all-wheel drive are available as well. Apart from all the sportiness, there is another sensation to electric cars: the absence of noise and of vibrations. It's so calm in here, it's almost like a meditation app. But there is even more to it. My favorite magic trick of this very clever car is called recuperation. You can win back energy. Really, take a look. There we go. When braking or slowing down, the electric motor generates energy, which is then fed back into the battery. The 5 recuperation levels, from rather strong to rather light, are tailored for situations from steep downhills to city driving. So when I set it to D-Auto, the Eco Assist is activated, which allows me to drive more predictably, and that's exactly what we're going to try out now. There we go, D-Auto selected. In a situation where a car ahead is driving more slowly or a speed limit or downhill lies ahead, the Eco Assist advises me to take the foot off the pedal. This way, the car saves energy or even recuperates some. And it has an amazing level of automation. It intelligently selects the level of recuperation by analyzing the traffic situation for you.
This is for New Dimensions, the all-electric EQB. Get in. Relax. Take a deep breath. Enjoy with all senses. This is for all senses. The all-electric EQE.
The EQA proves just how good a compact SUV can look within the Mercedes EQ identity. Of all the EQ models, this is the first one to have used entirely digital aerodynamic development, resulting in a superbly low drag. The result is a truly beautiful car, one that speaks to me particularly, and what I like so much about it is the cleanly designed body that makes it feel elegant and sturdy, yet really powerful in its proportions. Most striking among the EQ design elements is the black panel grille with the central star. It is nicely framed by these LED high-performance headlamps. But the real eye catchers are these LED bands at the front and the rear. Something about them just says future to me. And they let you recognize the EQA easily, even in a pitch black night. For this part of the film, Mercedes gave us these two EQAs, and I quickly want to point out some differences between the lines. The rosé gold one comes with a progressive exterior line, and it gives it that clean, high-techy appeal. Over here we have the denim blue model, which is of the AMG line, and this really matches that sporty feeling that I got earlier whilst driving it. We have the AMG front apron, including the air curtains, improving an outstanding aerodynamic. And in the tail, come with me. We have this cool AMG rear apron. Since the AMG line is really popular on social media, let us know what you think about the EQA version of it. Inside, this car feels really spacious and comfortable. This particular interior is called the Electric Art version and draws its inspiration from the copper wires of a motherboard. These elements reflect in the spiraling of this trim element, which at nighttime really comes to life when you can see the contrast. The rosé gold color also pulls itself all throughout the rest of the interior, like for example on the air vents as well as the EQ specific key. Matching in color are these two-tone seats, which are really comfortable. The EQA gives you a conveniently high seating position with a great all-round view. It makes you feel safe and in control in any traffic situation.
Welcome. Take a moment. Experience the environment around you. Take time to observe the body. Life is full of twists and turns, ups and downs. Let it flow. Notice the sensation of your breath. Inhale, exhale, breathe in and out. It's all about finding the right balance. When you are ready, gently lift your gaze. Feel the new energy. The divine in me acknowledges the divine in you. This is for you.
For over 40 years, the Schöckl has been the ultimate test of endurance for every G-Class. Every generation has to prove itself anew here. Impressing with its off-road capability and robustness. As it follows in the footsteps of its predecessors.
Ordinary is good. Ordinary is elegant. Ordinary is gray. Ordinary is over.
We all find moments in our lives when we depend on our strength to push us forward. Whether inherent or found, it is the force that defines us and establishes our character. Mercedes-Benz is no different. They know that strength comes from having confidence in yourself and in what's around you. The 2020 GLE is the result of generations of leadership in design and engineering. A powerful promise of trust and capability with the strength of character that can only come from Mercedes-Benz. The GLE comes with a suite of onboard intelligence systems.
Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help you?
I'm cold.
I'm setting the temperature to 72 degrees.
Hey, Mercedes. I'd like a hot stone massage, please.
I'm switching on the massage.
When you have strength, you inherently find the desire to push into the unknown.
Hey, Tony, it's beautiful out there. You're gonna love it.
Can't wait.
The capabilities of the GLE were engineered to meet your demands. Sand, snow, or whatever you run into, Mercedes-Benz is there to help. Agile on the road with one of the most advanced suspension systems ever built, the GLE gives every wheel its own control, allowing it to lean into corners, reducing G-force to maintain proper balance, both inside and out. The 2020 GLE is available in 3 levels of performance: 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and for those who desire even more power, you'll soon be able to experience a turbocharged 8-cylinder version. The Active Distance Assist Distronic feature can help you maintain a safe distance in slow or stop-and-go traffic, which can keep you in a good mood. The more advanced feature, Active Stop and Go Assist, is ready to help with traffic jams on larger highways. Thanks to something called EQ Boost, this is the first GLE to use energy recovered from braking and systematic engine shutoffs to deliver a boost of energy when you want it, virtually eliminating turbo lag. You get quick, reliable power without hesitation. Mercedes-Benz knows the safest way to be protected in an accident is to try and avoid one in the first place. For example, intelligent drive systems that can help keep you in your lane or avoid and evade dangerous situations. During an accident, the pre-safe sound feature can help protect your ears against damaging loud noise. Just one more way, Mercedes-Benz safeguards both you and your passengers. The 2020 GLE features significantly more space, especially for passengers in the rear. It also offers an optional LED intelligent light system with ultra-range high beams that adapt to curves and traffic, so you can see more of what's ahead. The SUV that invented the class 20 years ago is still leading the way in every arena of driving. For people with a discerning eye for design and superior standards of quality, the GLE is the perfect counterpart. The strength and performance of the 2020 GLE keeps the future looking brighter.
Hi everyone, I'm Felix, a product manager at Mercedes-AMG, and you're joining me today for the update of the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe. But before I talk too much, let's take a closer look at what it's going to be all about today.
I'm ready.
And what a beautiful car it is. But it isn't just beautiful, this is the special edition model with some very interesting design features inside and out that we're going to be taking a closer look at. But it is also still a very unique car when it comes to its character, being the perfect symbiosis between a 4-door sedan for the family and a sports car that you can take onto the racetrack. And the car proved that once more last year on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, where it set the all-out lap record for executive cars with a lap time of 7 minutes and 27.8 seconds. Behind the wheel was my colleague Demian Schaffert, and it was truly impressive what he was able to put on the tarmac, also thanks to the fully variable all-wheel drive system 4MATIC Plus. Now that we've seen the car in action, let's take a closer look at the exterior design of the facelift of the GT 4-door coupe. The V8 styling has received a massive visual overhaul with this new front apron that even more underlines the GT heritage of the car. Another key feature that remains unchanged is the AMG signature grille that you can see in high gloss chrome here, but you can get it in dark chrome if you order the optional night package too. Additionally, to the grille, you can also get blacked out badges at the side of the car and also the back of the car, so you can give the whole AMG GT 4-door coupe a very dark and aggressive look. And it really complements this beautiful silhouette that the car has, especially in this paint job Rubelite Red, which is one of the new colors that are available with the facelift, together with Spectral Blue, which is going to be available in metallic and Magno, as well as Cashmere White Magno, giving the GT a very elegant look. Also very elegant and a nice addition to the wheel portfolio of the GT 4-door coupe is this new 21-inch wheel that will be available in both gray and black, as well as a new 20-inch design also available in gray and black. Now, something that isn't visible right away but is also a very interesting detail feature is the brake calipers, because for the first time ever the 6-cylinder model will also be able to get the red brake calipers, giving the car an even sportier look. Here, of course, you can see the optional carbon ceramic brakes with their bronze-colored brake calipers. Something that can't be seen, but that is, of course, a very interesting addition with the facelift is the newly developed air suspension, the AMG Ride Control Plus, which has a new damping system with 2 individually operating valves, offering a very wide spread between comfort and sportiness. And with that, I'd say we hop inside. Pretty cool detail are the AMG illuminated door sills in red, matching the car's exterior. Now, of course, also the interior of the GT 4-door facelift is perfectly up to date, with the widescreen cockpit coming as standard, alongside with all the latest driver assistance programs, and of course also MBUX. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
How's the weather in Affalterbach?
Currently it is raining in Affalterbach with a temperature of 20 degrees.
Typical German summer day then. The upholstery you can see in this car is part of the new leather Napa style options with this beautiful rhombus stitching here in Neva Gray and Black. However, there are of course a few other colors to choose from, so from yacht blue all the way to classic red, there's something in it for everybody. Another interesting detail in the interior signifying the special nature of this car is of course the AMG Special Edition badge in the center console. One detail I particularly like are the high pile floor mats with the piping in Neva Gray. Those look really good. My favorite detail about the GT facelift update is the new AMG Performance steering wheel. This steering wheel just looks very sleek. It's very grippy, very sporty. You got the 2-spoke design with the integrated buttons, and of course you also got the touch control buttons, which enable you to switch drive modes on the go without having to take your hands off the steering wheel. Very interesting touch. So that was my 360-degree review of the GT 4-door facelift. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you like it in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and goodbye.
Thanks to the technology packed into this guy, adopting a greener lifestyle feels easy and convenient. From the battery, the heart of any electric car, right down to the charging. This EQA is equipped with a high voltage lithium-ion battery with the energy content of 66.5 kilowatt hours. It comes with a battery certificate that is valid for 8 years or 160,000 kilometers. As you may know, a battery's performance often decreases in extreme heat or cold. With a technology called intelligent thermal management, the EQA's battery is always kept at the optimal temperature. This way, the battery can maintain the best possible performance in terms of driving as well as charging, even in really hot or cold weather. Now, I'd like to show you the charging options for the EQA because there are many. The easiest and most comfortable way to charge the EQA is with the Mercedes Benz wall box at home, which I did tonight at the hotel. The overnight option will take your charge from 10 to 100% in 5 hours and 45 minutes. With Mercedes Me Charge, you have access to a growing network of public stations, like the common AC charging stations mostly found in cities, to DC charging stations like this one over here. With DC charging, you'll fill up even faster. In fact, 30 minutes will take you from 10 to 80%. That's barely enough time to do any emails or go and grab a coffee with a friend. Thanks to the Ionity fast charging network, I have access to around 400 rapid charging stations in Europe. You have 3 options to start charging here: via MBUX, via the app, or with a Mercedes Me Charge card directly at the station. And there are discounted rates via Mercedes Me Charge. Find the link in the description below.